Hey everyone, this is C Crypto Daily Buzz. Today is Monday, June 22nd, 2026, and this channel summarizes the most important crypto news for investors in Southeast Asia. Welcome to C Crypto Daily Buzz. Today we break down three big stories for Southeast Asia investors: Vietnam's crypto recognition, US-Iran geopolitical tension, and a major stablecoin Depeg. Stay tuned for clear, fast insights you can use. Bitcoin is trading near $63,854, down 0.60% on the day, with a session low of $63,432 and a session high of $64,461. Ethereum sits at $1,718, down 1.19%. The Fear and Greed Index is at 22, still firmly in extreme fear. And US spot Bitcoin ETFs just closed their sixth straight week of net outflows, with a 30-day total of negative $6.35 billion, the largest since launch. Today we cover three stories that matter most for Southeast Asian investors. Our first story takes us to Vietnam, where a major legal milestone has just been reached. Vietnam has officially become the 46th country to legally recognize crypto assets. The digital technology industry law, passed last week and reported in detail over the weekend, formally classifies crypto and virtual assets under Vietnamese law for the first time. The law gives legal recognition but does not yet introduce a full regime for licensing, trading rules, or taxation, which are expected in follow-up regulations. For Southeast Asia, this is structurally large. Vietnam is consistently a top 3 country in global crypto adoption and remittance use, especially through stablecoins. Legal recognition opens the door to licensed exchanges, onshore custody, and clearer tax treatment over time. But in the short term, it also means stricter enforcement against unregistered platforms. So Vietnamese users should expect a cleanup phase before the upside arrives. Next, we look at how geopolitical tensions in the Middle East are impacting the markets. Geopolitics is pressing on Bitcoin again. Planned US and Iran technical talks in Bürgenstock, Switzerland were postponed over the weekend, and Iran moved to close the Strait of Hormuz for the second time in a week. Bitcoin slipped about 2.3% to roughly $62,861 on the headline, before stabilizing back above $63,000, while Solana and a few large-cap altcoins held up better. The 60-day ceasefire window President Trump signed last week is still alive, but every delay tightens it. For Southeast Asian traders, this is the cleanest macro hedge signal we have right now. If Hormuz stays disrupted, oil rises, and risk assets including Bitcoin tend to bleed before they bounce. So leveraged positions in the $62,000 to $64,000 zone should be sized carefully. Finally, a warning about a recent stablecoin failure and what it means for your yield strategy. A stablecoin failure has hit the market. MainStreet Finance's msUSD token dropped as much as 90% on Friday after Accountable, the reserve verification partner, terminated its agreement with the protocol. The Morpho MSY/USDC lending market hit 100% utilization, and AlphaUSDC Delta V2 has roughly 30% exposure, about $18 million, to that frozen market. MainStreet says its assets remain fully backed and that the trigger was a third-party proof of reserve shutdown, not insolvency, and has deployed over 8 million USDC to support liquidity. This matters for Southeast Asia because Filipino and Vietnamese users now rely heavily on stablecoin lending for yield. The clear takeaway is to stick with USDT and USDC on regulated venues for now, and treat any smaller algorithmic or partially backed stablecoin yield as elevated risk until proof of reserves is restored. Stick to major stablecoins for your safety. To summarize today's big stories: first, Vietnam has officially become the 46th country to legalize crypto assets, a massive step for adoption in the region. Second, US and Iran talks are postponed as Hormuz closure concerns pull Bitcoin towards $62,000. And third, the MainStreet msUSD stablecoin dropped 90% following a verifier exit. This video is for information and education only and is not financial advice. All investment decisions and risks are your own responsibility. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell. It really helps the channel grow and bring you more news. And if you want more chart analysis and trading insights, join our free Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. See you in the next one.